it illegitimizes the Hall of Fame. If he is not a first ballot Hall of Famer, and this is like, I'm not even being funny. Like, if you deny Bill Belichick entry into the Hall of Fame as a first ballot guy, then nobody else should be qualified. Period. You know, every now and again, there's something that happens on Earth that just doesn't make any damn sense. And yesterday, something happened that I didn't even imagine could be a possibility. Bill Belichick, he who has 8 Super Bowl victories, was denied entry into the Hall of Fame as a first ballot entry. Samaria, please help me understand why and how this makes sense.
I don't know. And it's funny because it's been a minute since I've seen like everybody on one side. Like, not a single person is denying that Bill Belichick should be a first ballot Hall of Famer. That's crazy. Like, y'all know y'all done messed up. I don't even know where to begin because this is a coach that is the second winningest coach of all time, right? Like, when you think of Hall of Fame coaches, yes, there are a few old school guys, but Bill Belichick is the one in our generation that is like the guy. Now, granted, he does have some things happening, now. We know that he didn't have success at North Carolina. He has a young girlfriend, all of the things. But that does not negate what he was able to do in New England. And I'm confused as to what their mindset was where he did not get the 40 out of the 50 votes that were needed. Now, I know that people were talking about some of the, the Deflategate and Spygate and all of the things, but it's just odd to me. And I saw somebody question if this messed him up, would those things also hurt Tom Brady? And I don't think they would.
Hell no. Yo, this is why people don't like the media. This is why I never really mind athletes just kind of disrespecting the media, because ever since the evolution of like sports debate shows, members of the media have forgotten that the purpose of the job is to serve others. And it has become very self-serving. Everyone is attempting to replicate the thing that Stephen A. Smith has done so well and made so much money doing. Fam, this is a level of arrogance and a lack of self-awareness that makes people dislike the media, right? Like, there's just, I really would have no desire to connect with people who would deny me entry into something that I'm clearly so certified for. This just, it's preposterous. We have to figure out a way to bring people back to reality. The invention of social media and the invention of technology has really inflated people's belief of how significant and important and relevant they are. Let's just hypothesize if some media members were offended that Bill Belichick used to give those very cold and terse responses, in post-game interviews, that's a reason why they're going to deny him entry into the Hall of Fame. Like, to be completely honest with you, it illegitimizes the Hall of Fame. If he is not a first ballot Hall of Famer, and this is like, I'm not even being funny. Like, if you deny Bill Belichick entry into the Hall of Fame as a first ballot guy, then nobody else should be qualified. Period. Like, this is just, it's ignorant. It's flat out ignorance. I don't like it. I think if I'm Bill Belichick, do I even want to go?
I mean,
it's like, yo, kiss my ass.
Yeah.
Like, you're making me wait for something that I clearly earned. I just don't think that I don't want to be a part of y'all club no more. I'm going to go with my little 24-year-old joint who'll be doing splits on the thing, and I'm going to hang out at the crib. That's a little vulgar this morning. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how I would handle it going forward. Like, I'm cool.
Okay, so I'm looking up the ESPN article because who is a part of the board?
It wouldn't matter, man. It wouldn't matter if it was Disney characters that were on the board. It wouldn't matter if it was lacrosse play. It wouldn't matter if it was the United States Taxi Association. It wouldn't matter who was on the board. Bill Belichick is somebody that upon seeing his name, you automatically vote yes. There's not even anything to debate. It's just, this is so stupid and so asinine. It's so dumb. It pisses me. It actually is making me upset. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually getting riled up, and I don't get riled up for old white men. I'm pissed. I'm livid about this.
Okay, so according to ESPN, they're saying that sources are telling them that politics kept him out and that they don't believe that this is a reflection on his accomplishments. So, like you just mentioned, they're trying to be the morality police. And I don't understand who gave you
my
that.
butt. Pala lick my butt. What are you talking about? If I ain't in here, there ain't nobody. Don't nobody else belong.
Now, we have seen stuff like this in other sports, like baseball. People have been out of the Hall of Fame for doing steroids and other things. But I don't know if Deflategate and Spygate were as egregious as doing
shooting drugs into your booty. Nah, I don't think it's the same things either. You know, who are we talking about?
I'm confused. Because it has to be, they have to give some sort of reasoning, because that just doesn't make sense just to say, this is our answer. We're not going to give you a reason for it. It cannot, like you just said, it cannot just be his press conferences or his demeanor. The NFL wants coaches to be a certain way. And we have seen the league, and I know this is not the NFL, this is the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but we've seen the league penalize coaches and not giving them honors that they deserve because they don't play the good boy game, right? They're not in the good old boys club. They don't play by the rules, and they're penalized for that. And I just did not think that we would see it at the highest level, which was the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Bill Belichick is the standard by which all coaches moving forward will be judged against in the NFL from now until forever, in perpetuity. He is the new standard. Make no mistakes about it. This is a man who is, whether you like his X's and O's, doesn't matter. We've relegated people to how successful they have been, how many championships they have acquired. And with 8 Super Bowl victories, he got 8, right?
Mm-hmm. He has 8 total, 6 as a head coach.
And
people are saying that, that Tom Brady was the reason that he got those Super Bowls as a head coach.
So Greg Popovich? This is Greg Popovich and Phil Jackson not making it into the Hall of Fame because they had Michael Jordan and Tim Duncan and Kobe Bryant.
Right.
I don't give a damn. At the end
of the day, you still have to coach those guys. Tom Brady was basically nobody. He was drafted very low, and they had to kind of mold him. I mean, yes, he had raw talent, but you had to kind of mold him into the Tom Brady that we know. He has to get some credit for that.
They did this to Terrell Owens some years ago, right? At the time, I'm gonna be very honest right now. When they did this to Terrell Owens some years ago, I was very offended. I thought it was buck breaking. I thought they were trying to break the spirit of a highly spirited black man. And I kind of played the race card. I'm not going to lie. This makes me know that ignorance in this regard is applicable to any and everybody. It's just when you have been targeted and identified as somebody who is counterculture to what we want you to be as this collective, then I'm going to penalize you. This is bad. This is bad, yo. I would be, again, if I'm Bill Belichick, I would have no desire to be a part of this club. If I am to take that stage, you want to hear how many MFs fly? I'd be Richard Pryor at my induction ceremony. You had to have the bleep button held for 19 minutes while I'm up there. I would just repeat MF 387 million times.
Well, we know that Belichick probably won't say a whole lot, or he just won't go. That's what, I think when his time comes, he just probably would not go. They'll just mail his coat to the house.
What a tragedy. Yeah. This is disgusting.
Yeah,
as a member of the media, what do you say to your peers, your contemporaries, your counterparts who did something so egregious like this?
I don't know, because like I said, it feels like they're trying to make this more about the things that he's done off the field than what he's accomplished on the field. And there has to be some sort of rules. But I feel like with every Hall of Fame across all sports, there is that morality issue in there. It's like, okay, well, we can't put him in here just yet because we have to make him pay for X, Y, and Z. And we see that everywhere. And I think, like you said, it's egregious. It's horrible. It's like, what are we doing this? Is this Hall of Fame for your accomplishments, or is this Hall of Fame for the way that you were as a person? You can't have it both ways. And I think that maybe now, because this one was so bad and everybody, it seems to be on one side of this, I think they're going to have to make some changes on that.
Man, we got murderers, wife beaters, and alcoholics. that made first ballot Hall of Fame, and I ain't even gonna call them out by name. I ain't trying to hear none of that. Like, I'm not trying to hear none of that, bro. Literal murderers. Am
Yeah.
I being hyperbolic,
Allegedly.
Samaria?
Allegedly.
No, confirmed. Confirmed murderers.
Listen, I'm here with you. But of course, we want to hear your thoughts on this whole situation. What side of this do you all fall on? I mean, I'm sure you're probably gonna fall on the side that Rodney and I are on, but we want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Please let us know how egregious this was. Bill Belichick not being a first ballot Hall of Famer. Never thought I would see it.
Yeah, and then tap into our newsletter. We got sense over here, so we got some things that's informational that let you know that we got brains inside of our skulls. Okay, we ain't out here trying to penalize people. Tap into the newsletter. Link is in the bio. I look like a damn fisherman today, and I kind of like this look.